Okay, teachers, ever have one of those moments in class where you pose this really juicy, complex problem and the whole conversation just fizzles? Or worse, it turns into two sides just yelling at each other? Well, today we are going to look at a super simple tool that can totally transform that entire dynamic. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We've all been there. You ask a tough question, and suddenly the room is divided. It's either this or that, black or white, with zero room in the middle. It is such a frustrating cycle. We're going to talk about a powerful way to help your students escape what I like to call the trade-off trap. So here's our game plan. First, we'll dig into that trade-off trap. Then I'll introduce you to the options diamond. We'll break down exactly how it works. I'll give you a 20-minute plan you can use tomorrow, and we'll wrap up with what to look for in your students' thinking. Let's do this. All right, first up, escaping the trade-off trap. Because before we can get to the solution, we really have to get our heads around the problem and what it feels like in a real classroom. You know, this is the heart of the issue. It's the classic trade-off. It's when a decision feels like a zero-sum game. If you do this one thing, sure, you get X, but you have to totally give up Y. And if you go the other way, you get Y, but lose X. This kind of thinking just brings everything to a grinding halt. It shuts down creativity and any chance for a deeper look. So, how do we break out of that trap? Well, meet the options diamond. I promise you this is such an elegant, simple routine. It's designed specifically to help students push past that either-or thinking and get into that rich, messy, and really creative space in the middle. And listen, this isn't just some random graphic organizer I found on the internet. This is a thinking routine that comes straight from Project Zero at Harvard's Graduate School of Education. I mean, these are the people who are literally obsessed with making student thinking visible. And this is one of their absolute best tools. So, what even is a thinking routine? Honestly, the best way to think about it is like a recipe, but for thinking. It's a simple structure, a pattern that you and your students can use again and again. It makes these really complex mental moves, like creative problem solving, feel way more accessible. Really, at its heart, the Options Diamond is a creativity engine. It gets students to look at two ideas that seem like total opposites and ask a really powerful question. What if? What if they're not really opposites? Is there a way to solve this that we haven't even thought of yet? Okay, let's get practical. How does this thing actually work? Let's break down the four corners of the diamond. It's so simple, but so powerful once you see the logic behind it. So the whole thing is built around this horizontal line, this tension. The left and right corners, those aren't for solutions. They are just for mapping the two opposing poles. It's like you're putting that either X or Y problem right there on the page so everyone can see it clearly. Now let's head down to the bottom corner. This spot is for compromises. You know, this is our default setting for solving problems, right? We split the difference. You get a little of what you want, I get a little of what I want, but everybody has to give something up. It's that classic meet-in-the-middle solution. But this is where the magic happens. The top corner. This space is reserved for what Project Zero calls clever solutions. And this is not about compromise. This is about being innovative, thinking outside the box, finding a new idea that just flat out refuses to accept the trade-off. It's about getting the best of both worlds. This is where those breakthrough ideas live. Okay, let's make this real. Take a super complex topic like immigration policy. Your left and right corners, the two extremes, might be a total open-door policy versus allowing no immigrants at all. A compromise, down at the bottom, might be something like a quota system. But a clever solution, up top, that could be a program that actually matches immigrants with specific skills to regions that have major labor shortages. See the difference? It's not about splitting the difference, it's about completely reframing the problem. So the theory is great, right? But you're probably thinking, how do I actually do this on a busy Tuesday afternoon? I got you. Here is a super simple, super effective plan you can run in just 20 minutes. It's this easy. Step 1, put students in small groups and give them just 5 minutes to really nail down the core tension, that X versus Y. Step 2, give them a solid 10 minutes to just brainstorm ideas for the bottom compromise corner and that top clever corner. And finally, bring everyone back together for a quick 5-minute share out. It is so fast, so focused, and you will be amazed at what they come up with. And the best part? You can use this thing everywhere. Seriously, it is perfect for history class. Think about Truman's decision to use the atomic bomb. It's amazing for debating public policy. Use it in English to explore why a character made a certain choice. Use it in science for ethical dilemmas. It is totally cross-curricular. All right, so as your students are working, your role really shifts. You're not the person with the right answer anymore. You become a facilitator, an observer, and here's what you should be listening for to know if their thinking is actually getting deeper. First, can they actually state the core problem, the tension? That's step one. Then listen to the words they're using. Can they explain the difference between a compromise and a clever solution? That distinction is everything. And maybe most importantly, are those top corner ideas genuinely creative? Are they combining ideas in new ways? This isn't just about checking a box for participation. It's about seeing the quality of their thinking evolve right in front of you. And this is probably the most important thing to remember. The goal of this routine isn't always to find the one perfect right answer. The real learning, the real magic, happens in the process itself. The journey of exploring the options, that is the payoff. The thinking is the reward. This quote from Project Zero just says it all, doesn't it? This is so much more than a tool for making a decision. It's a tool for developing deep understanding. It gives our students the power to look at incredibly complex situations with nuance and creativity, whether they're the one in charge or they're just trying to better understand history, a character in a book, or the world around them. So there you have it, the options diamond. A simple, really elegant, and incredibly powerful way to get your students to think beyond black and white and into a world of creative possibilities. So the only question left is, what complex topic is your class going to dive into first?